Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Oz the Alchemist. This is LCW. That is my partner.
Miss Lola Love.
And we are here to talk about wrestling, primarily the Royal Rumble, which was yesterday, last night, or this morning, whatever you want to say. I mean, yesterday morning, whatever you want to say, because it was earlier than usual, because they're in Saudi Arabia. Um, there's also something I want to talk about briefly before we get into all of that. Tommaso Ciampa is in AEW.
Yes, he is.
And I
Yes,
am
he is.
thrilled because he immediately won a title.
I didn't see Collision, but Oz told me this morning that he won a title. And you know what? He deserves it. I'm happy for it. Like his first match and he gets the belt. I feel like okay, we starting off on the right track. Like because all his time he was in WWE, let's just face facts. Oz really didn't like Johnny doesn't like Johnny Gargano. I like DIY as a tag team. I felt like in ring they were great together. Like they fed off of each other, and then they had like a slight, little humor about themselves later down the line. Um, but Tommaso to me like was always like the favorite. Like the emotion that he would bring, the passion that he would bring, like the in ring skills, he just had it, and we both really felt like he just deserved singles gold. Like he really didn't need to be in a tag team. It was nice for the time being, but then they switched their music, make him darker. It was like, you know what, Tommaso should have been on his own collecting belts and to just jump right in and to just get a title, like it starting off on the right track for him. Can't wait to see what he does with it.
And the fact that, a lot of bald people been catching strays because of that song. And, it's just great to see a bald man succeed. That's all I want to say.
Is that why like you don't have your hat on today? You represent?
Yes, yes, yes. We're embracing the ball today on behalf of Tommaso Ciampa. Absolutely.
Oh man, what a week it was for wrestling though. What a week it was. Kicking off even with Monday Night Raw. Um, Leading up, they had a couple of matches that, pretty much coincided with the Royal Rumble. I believe there was a 4 women tag team that was going on. It was either 3 or 4. I'm trying to remember with Rhea, EO, and I believe Stephanie. If I'm not mistaken, I'm trying to remember who was in that match.
Uh,
And then it was Liv, obviously like the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan, Raquel, and Roxanne Perez.
yeah, it was 6 woman tag team match. It was Rhea and EO's and Stephanie versus the Judgment Day.
Yep, yep. Um, and it was okay. It was they're always gonna put on a hell of a show. I just was seeing online that a lot of people were complaining about them having, I guess, these matches so close to the Royal Rumble. But when you think back on it, even back in the Attitude Era, they were doing stuff like that. I mean, Triple H and The Rock could have a match on at the time Thursday night SmackDown, and would have a pay-per-view match for the championship that Sunday. So to me, that's kind of tradition. Like you have your competitors kind of face off against each other in some type of capacity before the main, the pay-per-view happens. So that wasn't nothing new for certain fans that probably just don't remember or probably weren't watching it back then. There's nothing new about that. Like that happened a lot. That happens a lot. Um, but yeah, so it was just CM Punk, AJ Styles. They had a match on Monday, last Monday, and it started off with CM Punk pretty much. I don't want to say kind of just being in denial. We knew, if you don't know, then you know what's about to happen. Like a lot of people acting like they were so shocked, and I'm not going to lie, the match last night was good, and we gave you a little hope. But come on, deep down, we already knew what was going to happen. We're preparing ourselves for
I
it.
called it.
Okay, but
I called it.
what you did? He called it. He called it a while ago. Um, But once it was a career on the line match against him and Gunther, I knew what it was. I already knew what was going to be. I knew there's just common sense. Like I said, I made a video about it. Anytime there has ever been a career on the line match, the person retires. I mean, Mick Foley did it back in the day, back in like 2000 when
Right.
he fought Triple H. His career was on the line. He lost and he had to retire. The same with Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair. Ric Flair's career was on the line. Shawn beat him. He had to retire. Shawn, Undertaker, career on the line. Every time there is a career on the line match, the person is going to retire. Yes, they will put on one hell of a show. Of course, it's their last match. So they're going to go out with the bang. Got to go, especially if you have legends like that. When you got them like that, you just like, man, come on now. Come on now.
So yeah,
And
let's talk
I
about
had to kind of
that. No, go ahead, and finish
talk
it.
about
I thought she was done, so that's why I slid in. But go ahead, finish your thought.
But yeah, just going into the match, I know they had to go along with the whole script of it might not be his last, Monday Night Raw, blah blah, all that whole thing. They were showing their promo packages, their career, their accolades, all of that. Like they're just giving it to you right there. It was great. The match was great, but I'm like, come on, you're not gonna try to convince us that he's about to win the title off of CM Punk. Let's be fucking for real. Like that wasn't happening. But again, the match in itself was great and a way to me of I was cool with the interference because it's AJ Styles. And in a perfect and if this wasn't happening, if this was an actual title on the line match, AJ might just take that title. If this wasn't he wasn't retiring, all of that. So the interference pretty much I think gave us the damn, what if scenario? What if? Because the match had to stop. There was interference, disqualification. But I like how they did that. They didn't have AJ lose because you're not going to have him, he's not going to lose on his last. No. Just like he didn't lose at Saturday night's main event. So I understood that. Like he can't lose on his way up to now he's about to have this match with Gunther, which we know he's going to lose. But the way it happened and the way that it ended, that was perfect.
Yes,
It was perfect in a
because
way.
it's time.
Go ahead.
It is time for Finn to do something. Like I know the Judgment Day is a thing. I'm tired of the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day should have broke up months ago. At this point, Dominic hurt, JD hurt again. I'm assuming because he ain't showed up. Uh,
He is. JD's hurt.
so go ahead, break up.
It's
Let
just for
Finn
women.
go get his goddamn title.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
time.
I
Y'all ain't had this man be
agree.
a singles champion in years. Let him get the title off of CM Punk, if anything. Because one thing I definitely don't want to see at Mania is Roman versus CM Punk. And I know, we jumped the gun a little bit, but I don't want to see that at Mania.
I kind of do. And here's why. I always felt like there was bad blood and some type of misunderstanding between the two. I mean, even though before he got with Roman, Brock was his last person, there still was a certain type of to me between Brock and Heyman, there was like that business relationship. It was just you my manager, I'm your client. That's who he always my client, my client, my client. That was mainly for Brock. Versus with CM Punk, you saw the friendship between the two, like genuine friendship. Like, yeah, this is I'm a Paul Heyman guy. Like, yeah, but we're best friends. With Roman, it was like Paul wasn't all of Roman. It was so different. It was deeper than a friendship. It was deeper than just being someone's manager and you're my client. It was like he worshipped the man, like he was family to him. The others weren't family to him, but Roman genuinely was family. He brought him into his family, and they took care of him. He took care all of that. It was so deep. And low key, and I don't know gay stuff, but it was literally a beautiful love story between them. And I think, when Punk came back and now it's like I'm seeing my best friend act totally different with this guy, but it's like he can't seem to stay away from him. Like what is that? Like, and I believe it was some jealousy. It definitely was some jealousy, just like it was jealousy when Brock Lesnar came back and he saw that Roman was with Paul. Like they knew that their relationship was next level. It was totally different than those two. So when coming into WrestleMania with CM Punk playing the mind games, trying to get Paul to choose, which he was doing, like I really felt like Paul was caught in a bad place because he truly loves Roman. Even to this day, when he mentioned him, he don't put shame on that man's name. He can talk mess about CM Punk. He can talk mess about Seth Rollins. He does not talk mess about Roman Reigns. Every time he say his name, he still puts his hands together. Roman Reigns. It's still that respect that he has for that man, and the others definitely see that. But with CM Punk, yeah, because he kept poking with Roman, trying to get in Roman's head last year, leading into WrestleMania. Like when they were here in Chicago when I was there, they're in the back. CM Punk literally sees Roman pulling into the parking lot. Now he know that Paul Heyman been waiting on him this whole time for him to get there. You go back there, Paul don't see him, but you're looking at Roman pulling, and you looking at Roman got the car, and you got your arm right around him. So when Roman come up and him and Paul lock eyes, Paul is just like, oh my god, like all of that whole thing. Like CM Punk know what he was doing. Like you was trolling, like all of that type of stuff. So I really believe it's still some type of animosity between the two. Yes, they've helped each other doing war games. Okay, cool. They had a common enemy, but I would like to see them go head to head because they haven't. They really haven't, and that could be a great story. To be honest, Roman can make anybody a beautiful story, but it's so many stories I want to see him be involved in. It's still like I feel like him and Seth have layers. I don't care how much they just got layers and layers. Like I could watch those two forever. Those two for me are like Rock and Stone Cold. They got fucking layers. Like so I don't know. I don't know. But
Okay.
I'm not opposed to him fighting CM Punk. I'm not opposed to it.
Now
Now,
here's where I'm coming from with it. CM Punk, okay, yes, they have the history of we fought over Paul Heyman, but now Paul Heyman ain't really a factor anymore. And I technically they're not he's not a factor anymore in either one of their stories, even though he's still leading the vision and the vision is only really going after CM Punk because CM Punk has the title right now and Braun wants the title. But that aside, that whole thing of you stole Paul Heyman from me, they can't use that. So now Roman would have to just be like, yeah, I want the title on Raw from you.
yeah,
And of course they can build off of that, but I don't know. CM Punk is still wrestle, right? I just don't know if I
yeah.
want to see him wrestle Roman specifically. I might want to see
Why not?
I want to see Roman with the title again, but I don't think I want it off of Punk specifically.
Okay, okay. I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that. And to be honest, and to be completely honest, I love CM Punk. I'm in love with that man. It's just like him as a wrestler, just as a person. Like you ever had like an epiphany? Like you never like just a realization like, damn, I didn't even realize that. With that package they played for CM Punk when he was in the main event last year at WrestleMania, and it played like he'll switch his old song and all his clips. When I watched it, and everyone that knows me knows I am emotional. I'm an emotional gangster. However, that shit hit so home for me that I didn't even realize how big of a Punk fan I was. That I'm like I'm looking at the different phases. Like I've been watching you since then. I literally grew up watching you, and then I just think about how I was at, just some stuff just leave your memory sometime. But Punk literally gave me the courage to be who I am at a time when I needed it most. When I was in college, I was really trying to find myself. I really was. And watching him on screen this is at around the time when him and AJ Lee were like involved, on screen. Um and just seeing his confidence and just him being himself it just gave me that confidence to say, you know what, I'm just gonna be me. Like I was being called weird because oh you're this. They wanted to put me in a box. Oh you're this pretty girl, so you should be right here in this box with all the others, and they just care about this and that and boys and makeup and not and party. And no, like I'm going to the dorm because I'm about to either go watch a horror movie, I'm about to go watch wrestling or something. My room, my whole dorm room was decorated with WWE posters. Like so in a way it was like I was getting caught like, oh, she kind of weird or whatever because they walk past my door and I'm playing rock music. And it's like that's not weird. You can't put me in a box and say, oh, you're supposed to only listen to love songs and R&B. No, I listen to it, but you can't place me in a box. I'm like all over the place, and I love that about myself. But at the time, I didn't. It's kind of like I hated that I was different, and then I was trying to fit in and be in, and that made me just feel so uncomfortable because I'm like, this is not me. So watching him and just seeing how he just had that I don't give a f attitude. I'm going to be me, and I'm in love with me, and I'm great, and it's okay to like who wants to like stay stagnant like in the box. He was just so fucking different, and I ended up getting my first piercing, which is my lip piercing because he had it. um, man, so I really just started realizing just how much of a fan I was after seeing that whole video package, and I shared some tears about it. Like, damn, man, he really is one of my favorite wrestlers. Like, I fucking love him. So no, I do not want to see the title off of him at all because he's worked so damn hard to get it, and we all know that he's supposed to get it anyway. But then the injury happened at the Royal Rumble, so it kind of set some shit back. And then with Drew McIntyre pretty much taking the claim of he's the one that did it, that was able to build the story between them, and then we got gold with those two. So now that Punk is the champion, no, I don't want to see it off him no time soon. I definitely don't want to see him lose it at WrestleMania. Um, because now he's walking into WrestleMania as the champion. So now you're about to main event for a second time. Like you get to live your dream again. Like that's cool as hell, and he definitely deserves it. But damn, I think I'm just so I just want to see them wrestle. I really do. And even if it's not for the belt, even if it's not for the belt, even if it's like on a Monday Night Raw and they just wrestle or something, I really just want to see them be involved with each other. I don't think they'll do it anytime soon either, just because you saw the relationship that they have with each other in the second War Games. Roman doesn't help other people up besides his family, but for him to reach out and help CM Punk up at the end, even though CM Punk is the person that got pinned, it was a new respect for the tribal chief to show that he's still that dominant tribal chief, but now he has a heart. Now he, for certain people, he's understanding now. He's not much of a hothead. He's thinking logical. It's kind of like, okay, it's not his fault. We don't know who that mystery man was. He just came out of nowhere. So he didn't blame Punk like he usually would. Like, it's your fault, God, get in his face. He didn't do none of that. He helped him up, and they bumped fists like they shook on it. It was kind of like, hey man, it's all right. It was like that. So if a Punk to mouth the words like Zebros to him, if a Roman is saying that was a really cute and cool moment. So it's like, man, they have like a certain level of respect for each other, especially with knowing they both got screwed at WrestleMania. They were both fighting over again Paul Heyman, and he screwed them both. So I think they're cool on that. But who Roman has history with, could genuinely have beef with, like I don't want to see the title off of him either, and that's Drew. Like,
And I missed that whole era of them having any type of beef. But I don't think.
wait, you
Okay,
said what?
I said I missed that whole era of them having beef. So I have no frame of
You
reference.
did?
Yes. So I have no frame of reference for what beef they have. So I'm gonna go back and watch it. But I
Please,
would,
please
I
go
would
back and watch
absolutely.
that.
I think I would enjoy that more than I would enjoy him and Punk. That's just me. Um,
Do
but
you remember when Jay Uso first came to when he left the bloodline, he came to Monday Night Raw, and
and Drew hated
Drew
everybody. Yeah,
McIntyre was. And Drew McIntyre was pretty much like, no, like, why is y'all being friends with him? Like, blah, blah, all of this stuff, like, feeling away. When you go back and see it, you really finna see, like, they did this dude dirty. Like, somebody called the cops. Like, it was that bad. Like the shit that Drew was doing with Cody, that was Drew. But it's like 4 people. Well, 5 with Sammy. So it was like it was bad. So Drew
So,
genuinely,
so if that's the
bro,
case, if that's the case, I
that's
would
gonna
rather
be your
that.
face.
I
That's
would
gonna be
rather
your
that.
face because it's like Drew got genuine beef, and that's justified. I honestly understood why. I'm like, look, I understand why he ain't rocking with Jay Ether. I get it. Heck no, all that stuff y'all did to me,
So
absolutely
I
not.
get. So I
So I
would rather
totally,
him and Roman, and hopefully Cody and Jacob just needs to stay Cody and Jacob. It doesn't need a belt. Whatever
yeah,
happens between
yeah.
them, it just needs to be between them. There doesn't need to be a belt. Jacob needs to whoop his ass at the end of it and put him over. Because Cody, it's your
Yeah.
time to go sit your ass down. I'm even you have
Please,
rubbed off on me on the we hate Cody thing because I can't stand this man now. I'm tired of him. Please go sit
I'm
your
telling
ass
y'all,
down. I'm
telling y'all,
tired.
telling y'all. Do you know that? Okay, so I made a video. I was like, I was hyped. I ain't gonna lie. We both were trying. I was trying to get there last week. We did the pod. It was talking about the Royal Rumble. Oz was like, he's not really hyped about it. He just, excited to see the Royal Rumble, but the show itself, no. But I feel like they put on a decent show. It was a nice
They
show.
did.
I'm not mad at it. And I didn't expect it. It was kind of like, okay, they always say Triple H like it's gonna be epic. Sure. It was. It was. I'll give him that. Thank you. It was nice. I'm not mad at the
I
win.
ain't
I'm not
gonna
mad at how it happened. It was a
I
very entertaining show. I'm only sad that AJ's gone.
I ain't gonna say it was the greatest thing ever. I'm not. But it had
You know,
highlight moments for sure because Cody getting
yeah.
kicked in the face and getting eliminated. Oh, that was beautiful. Perfect.
Nobody seen that coming, especially me. I did not see that coming at all. I really thought he was gonna be down to like the final four or whatever, and it was like, oh, that. Why would you do that? Like, this man is crazy. Drew won his match. You supposed to be in the back. You supposed to be in the back on the phone with your wife, getting ready to leave. Why would you say, huh? What could make this match more interesting? Because I know you back there watching the way you're up.
Is Cody
I
still in
got
there?
it. Let's go out there and knock him off the apron. Like what? And the fact that that it actually is an elimination, even though the man's not in the match. That that to me just reminded me of back in 2004, and it was Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. This is when Goldberg still was Goldberg, and uh Goldberg is in the just came out in the Royal Rumble. I think he was number 30. And he came in there spearing it, throwing, tossing him over there, all of that, just dominating. Like Brock Lesnar is the champion. And Brock Lesnar, for some reason, felt disrespected by Goldberg backstage. Like, because Goldberg was having an interview, Brock Lesnar interrupts, and Goldberg pretty much checked Brock. So Brock gets in the ring, F5's Goldberg. Why are you out here? You're not even in the match. And as soon as it's Goldberg is like, yeah, talking to Brock, while Brock is like standing outside the rope, somebody come, I forget who that was. Was it Kurt Angle? I remember. But toss Goldberg out, all because of Brock Lesnar. So it gave me that feel. And I was just like, Drew, what the heck? Like, oh, this is hilarious. It was even more hilarious. As Drew said, I'm going to put a stamp on it. You don't have a rematch clause, and this was your last chance with the Royal Rumble. You not coming for this belt. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. And you think you finna get 3 and be tied with Stone Cold? Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Drew. Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here. I had to go off on somebody this morning who's going to comment on one of the videos on YouTube, and they called me a racist because of Cody. This has nothing to do with that. Not at all. Do y'all not know who my man
We're
is?
first of all, we're cheering for Drew.
Hello, hello, can be. I can be.
We're cheering for Drew. That what?
That's why I'm like, what? Because, and I think it's because of the 3 people who was in the ring when the video started, and it was Oba Femi, Trick Williams, and Javon Evans. And then when Cody came out, and then I said, I suddenly have to go take a shit. Well, that's because Cody came out. And if y'all have been following our page, you would know I don't like that man. Okay, I don't rock with him. Boo, tomatoes, tomatoes, down with Cody Rhodes. I'm the campaign manager for that. So if you're new to this, get on board. Lola Love does not F with Cody Rhodes at all. Okay, at all. And if you want to know why don't you like Cody, I'm going to refer you back to John Cena's promo that he did on Cody about a week or two before WrestleMania when he told Cody exactly who he is, what he thinks of him. That lays it out of why I do not mess with Cody Rhodes. I was an advocate to say, man, I'm glad he finished his story when he got it. And then he let us down. He was boring. He was
Boring
predictable.
as
He was
hell.
everything that John Cena said.
Completely
I
and
got over
utterly
it.
uneventful runs, both of them. Um,
Both. Both.
so
What are we doing here? It's
thrilled.
like they were trying to, it was kind of like, is he going to be a crybaby or a tough guy? Like his whole first run, he crying, crying, crying. Well, you can't cry no more. All right, you already got the title. Now what we doing? Then you trying to play tough. This run after you got it back from John Cena. I'm the guy that won this title off of John Cena. Did John Cena take it off of you though? So we're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna go there. Like, like,
Yeah.
Cody keeps trying to put himself in these legendary conversations, even him thinking that he's going to win the Royal Rumble 3 times. Nobody else should be able to do it. If I'm being completely honest, I feel like that needs to stay there intact. Some things that are history making should stay there. I really feel like some stuff doesn't need to be broken. Undertaker's streak should have never been broken.
Or if it was,
Uh,
it should have been by somebody that actually needed it.
Not
Like
even needed it.
if
Somebody
Bray
that I could feel like
if Bray had won it, that would have been some sort of passing of the torch. I would have been cool with
Bray
that.
Bray is the only one that I would accept. Because before that happened, you had 2 back-to-backs matches against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. He is Mr. WrestleMania. So if Shawn beat him, nobody would have complained about that. That would have made perfect sense. He's the greatest of all time. That would have made sense. Like it's Shawn Michaels, especially the second time when Shawn's career was on the line. So it was like that would have made sense. And then Triple H fought him 3 times at WrestleMania. Once, like back in the 2000s, and then later on, like 2 years after Shawn fought him. That would have made sense because
I just looked up Sean's WrestleMania record because as you were talking, you said he was missing WrestleMania. I was like, how many times has he won at WrestleMania? This man has a 6-11 record at WrestleMania.
it's not about how many times you win at WrestleMania. It's about what type of performance are you putting on at WrestleMania.
Hold on. I mean, yes, true, but also
Yeah,
when we
because
can't we can't hold
let
we
me tell
can't
you
hold
like
him
this.
we can't hold him to that standard if we also saying that Jay Uso can't keep calling himself main event Jay Uso if every time he in the main event he mess up.
Yeah,
We gotta
because
be
that's every
consistent.
time. That's every time. That's the thing. It's like kind of many times Jey Uso didn't win the main event. But at the same time, it's like with Shawn Michaels, heck no. Heck no. Because when he gets to WrestleMania, he show out like never before.
He do.
When it comes to the clothes, the entrance, the in-ring, all of that. Because if he's in the ring and he's fighting somebody like thinking somebody back in the day that he could fight at WrestleMania, like a Razor Ramon and he loses, okay, well Razor Ramon was amazing in the ring. When he's fighting somebody like Bret Hart and he loses, okay, it's Bret Hart. But so it was about the showmanship, all of that. Like at the time too, the spectacle that he was putting on, nobody was doing that stuff. And if you was, it was like you got this pretty boy who come out there and doing all that. Shawn was different. He was different. Like you got some Bret Hart fans. I've been a Shawn Michaels fan forever. Like Bret, you cool, but Shawn is number one. But but yeah, you're trying to remember what
Okay,
we were
so
talking about before that.
the women's Royal Rumble match, I basically listened to it as opposed to watching it because I was working during the time. And far as I can tell, Lash went on a goddamn run, which great because that should have showcased everything that she was capable of. And the fact that Liv Morgan won, I didn't expect that. I didn't know who I really wanted to win for the women's match at all.
I did because Liv Morgan, I named it yesterday. My top three people: Liv Morgan, Bailey, and Bianca. Liv Morgan was my number one pick to win.
I'm
Like,
I'm pissed that we didn't get no we didn't get no, okay, we got one surprise entrant and that was it. I was hoping for some more people, but
yeah,
we got Brie Bella.
yeah.
Who the hell?
But you know what? But you know what though? Because I looked up people's faces. I don't know. I know people say stuff about the Bellas. I've even talked my mess about the Bellas. But there was just something different to me about Brie. Nikki was a looker. They're both beautiful women. I don't know. It was something about Brie. I just, and I love her entrance. I just love her music. I ain't gonna lie. When she did come out, I did squeak a little bit. Like, oh my God, Brie mode. I like her. I love me some Brie. But it was nice to see the Bellas in the ring together, looking cute for nostalgia's sake. Uh but Last Legend said, yeah, enough of all of that bull crap. Y'all both gotta go. And she eliminated them both. So Lash was definitely on the road. Not only did you eliminate the Bellas, she eliminated Charlotte Flair. That
That tells you
was
everything that you
so
need to know
shocking.
because now that means Lash is once her and Nia break this team up, Lash is on that fast track to get to that title and
She
possibly
wasn't
get it
even
off
in
Jade.
the ring with Nia. Nia got eliminated before Lash even came out because I was just like, dang, why they do that? I want to see her and Nia work together. Because I'm like, when did Nia get eliminated? But for Lash to go in there with no help, and dominate the way that she did. Oh, baby, she was the bougie bully last night. She eliminated Jordan Grace. She was just eliminating people just back to back to back. Like the lady was she was on one. She was on one. It was great. But then who gets involved?
This only puts the fact that what I said about Lash is true. She is exactly where Jade ass should have been or should be. Oh my god! And she's doing it faster than Jade.
And here's the thing that I'm trying to understand. Why? Why?
Why
I
what?
don't.
Why what?
It's not like Jade doesn't have the look. It's not like she doesn't have the personality. It's not like she can't say it on the mic because we know that she can. So I'm not understanding why. And then now with them being both on the same show, it's like writers, what's going on? No, Jade should just be out there just saying one liner. Yeah, I'm that bitch. What else you got? Because I want to see her and Lash go at it. And
Does she really have it
Lash
on
can
the mic?
hold her
Because literally
own on
that's
that
something she
mic.
be
And Lash
saying.
definitely tag in the ring.
Lash is better. Period. Point blank. Period. She's better than everybody right now. Everybody right now. She's the new wave. She's it.
She's
Trick
it.
is on his way to get the belt off Carmelo at some point. She's going to
At
snatch that title. She either snatch that title off Julia or she should go ahead and snatch that title off
if
Jade.
she take the if she take that title off Julia and Trick take that title off Carmelo, that's perfect. And I really think they should run with that. Like that'll be what? That when do you see the last
They
time we
gonna,
seen that was Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins
they
when
gonna
both
make them,
were like
but they gonna make them Barack
WWE
and Michelle.
champions.
They gonna make them Barack and Michelle.
They should do it. They should do it. I would love to see it. They are both because the thing is, they're not together on screen.
Right.
They're not together on screen. Like you don't see them interacting with each other, but you still feel their aura a little bit between them, even when they're individually in the ring. So if she comes out, she cutting her promo because she cocky with it, and I love that about her. Like it's such a switch because in real life she's a freaking sweetie pie, but it's like she's so cocky in that ring. and she could hold her own that mic. So her out there cutting her promos, and then Trick come out with his little pepper steppers, and he cut his promo. It's like, yeah, yeah, that right there. They should do that. They should do that. And I want to see it this year. This year, I really feel like that'd be great. But I like Lash and Nia together. I like them together. They seem they fit together. I do want to see them get the tag team championships. Before Lash gets her United States Championship, I want to see her and I get these tag team championships. And I really feel like once they get the belts, it's really gonna be they're gonna be dominating even more because they ain't letting them go so easy. But I would like to see them with the titles for sure. I like Nia when she tags the people. I feel like in a way Nia elevates people as well. Like
For
she's
sure.
grown so much, and she's definitely in that conversation, like for sure. Trying to think who else was another well, not really surprised. I didn't know what was going to happen between Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss last night because they talked about it on Friday Night SmackDown when Charlotte was like, "Hey, I'm going to the Royal Rumble," and Alexa's like, "I want to go to the Royal Rumble," and Charlotte's like, "Haha, that's funny," and she's like, "I really do want to do it," and Charlotte letting her know, well, I've won it before, so I already got one up on you. So it was still that. It's like they're besties, but Charlotte is still Charlotte. But it was so different to see last night. I like the exchange between the two of Charlotte picking her up, acting like she was gonna throw her over, Liv almost hitting her with a sister Abigail, Charlotte throwing her down, almost hitting the figure for a leg lock. And then them said, I ain't gonna throw you out. Like, we gonna help each other get there. And them just helping each other throughout the thing. But it was an accident. She truly did not like push her when she kicked. Alexa just went back too. Like Charlotte did not mean to do that. You can clearly look at that and tell like she did not kick her. She kicked the other person, but Alexa went back as well. But she felt she was, and you see it on her face. She was finna cry. She felt bad about that because they really were helping each other. But she had to shake it off. And Charlotte is so good at what she does because her expression when she was watching Alexa went from like sadness to Becky's music hits, and it's all like the memories of everything that they've ever done together, every fight they've ever had. Like you just see it all on her face, it just changed. She knew I got to get into go mode. She on her way out here, yeah, I got to put all of this right here into her because this is somebody I have to overcome, and she ain't easy. But I was shocked. I was shocked that Charlotte got out. I was shocked when Becky got out. It I don't know what's gonna happen between them and Maxine. Maxine, it's like you got two enemies, Becky and Natty. True.
But she ain't getting that title back unless it's for Mania, and I doubt that's even the case. Okay, so here's my other problem with the women's Royal Rumble.
I know
Okay,
what you about to say.
Liv won, cool. Brie Bella showed up. Okay, um,
I know what you finna say.
what?
You finna mention somebody that you wanted to show up, but she didn't show up.
AJ Lee,
Yeah,
Jada Parker,
yeah.
literally a new
I'm
signee.
still confused. I'm very confused on why Jada was not in it, but we got JCJ. I don't get no damn about no JC.
Was she the NXT
I
champion?
don't care that she's the champ. I don't care that she's the champ. I don't care about none of that. If they could put all these extra people into the match that don't even matter, like
Cause
didn't really care to see Kalani Jordan. So, and then he talk about she from NXT. I thought she went to TNA. Like I don't even know where she is anymore. Like I would have rather seen Jada. Jada just made her comeback, and Jada should have been in that match.
and Jada got a new finisher, which is technically the ring tag.
Yeah, they got Sol Ruka. That's another
She
another
needed to be there.
MVP of the night.
She needs.
That was another
She needs to
MVP.
go ahead and move up to Raw.
Not yet. Not yet. It's
What you
finna
mean?
happen. It's finna happen because you see her and old girl Zarya are having, it like they're about to break up because after Zarya got mad at Soul last week and she ripped her name off of the, so it's coming because then they got to break them up first. So,
Yeah,
but Soul
still.
was the MVP last night. That lady was amazing. I
Black
definitely saw
excellence.
lots of reminiscence of Lita and Jeff Hardy in her. Like it's in her for sure. And those soul snatchers, she was just hitting them bitches just over and over, and they were so perfect. Like that lady is gold. She's gold. She's gold. But I want to talk about somebody's outfit that was amazing last night, and I told you, and it was your girl, Roxanne Perez, dressed as She-Go. How classic is that? A lot of people probably didn't even pick up on the fact that she was dressed as this lady, but as soon as I seen it, because I was just so obsessed with She-Go back then, she's the reason I love, my favorite color is green and black. But as soon as she came out, I'm like, oh, she is She-Go. Cold. Cold. Roxanne definitely did her thing last night. I really thought the judgment was gonna make it all the way into the end. It's like the very end.
Oh, what we didn't talk about that? Raquel gonna rock live shit. I don't care what anybody says. She gonna hit her on Raw tomorrow. She's going to fold her. Cause like yeah, it's
She
the
ain't
Royal
gonna hit her.
Rumble. It's the Royal Rumble and everything,
She ain't,
but I, we need
she
to
ain't gonna
address
hit her.
that.
It's not going because why are you touching me? Every woman is for themselves. This is the Royal Rumble. If she has learned anything, it's not Liv's fault that Raquel is be choosing to be ignorant to the fact. We've literally seen it. We've seen it over and over again between the Bellas. All the times they've been in the Royal Rumble, Nikki eliminates her. Yeah, you can help me, but it's every woman for themselves at the end of the day. We've seen it happen. So it's like, come on, man. Let's not act like, yeah, we helped each other, but we can't, all three of us can't go. It's supposed to be me, you, and Roxanne in the end. We just gonna sit here and play rock, paper, scissors to see who's gonna win. We gotta fight each other. So you should have been more aware. You want to sit there and try to argue with Rhea, and you so happy, oh, I threw Rhea out. Baby, you could have been celebrating the back in the end if you won, but you ain't paying attention, and I'm finna take advantage because I'd rather just toss you over than having to fight you. Go get up out of here, girl. Should have been paying attention. Should have been paying attention. But the way that Lash kicked EO in the face and got her up out of there, I was like, dang, Lash. She kicked EO dead in the face. That was wild. Oh man. But I didn't know how they was gonna do it in the end. Cause I was hoping that Liv did not let go or that she did not fall off the apron because to be completely honest, I don't give a damn about no Tiffy. When the music
That
hit,
pissed me
do you
off.
know how mad I was? I was so ready to start singing on my own against the wall. Yeah, and that didn't come on. And it didn't come on.
It's Tiffy
As soon
time.
as I heard it's
No, we
Tiffy
don't
time,
care.
I
We don't
threw.
care. We don't care. We
I
didn't even
just
want
watched
you
you go across
back.
the room. Didn't even want you back. Didn't miss you. None
Didn't
of that.
check for you. Didn't
None of
ask.
it. I haven't been seeing no. Ain't nobody been talking about you online. Don't I miss you, Tiffy? Why are you back here? Why are you back here? And we all know you finna go on SmackDown, talk mess, and try to. I want my title back from Jade. Girl, get out of the way. Y'all
I
gotta.
don't want
You
either one of
start
y'all
from
to
the
be
bottom.
champion.
From the bottom.
I don't want either one of
Dang.
y'all to be champion. Vacate the title.
Man, I'm just mad AJ Lee was not in the match. I was looking forward to seeing her throw some hands with Becky. And then they teased about it on the panel. Like, but uh I think Big E did say like she's not even here. And then like CM Punk looked like a certain way or whatever. So I'm like, okay, is she here? But he's not going to say she's here because she's going to make a return. Like all of that. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
apparently,
glad
apparently,
Liv
apparently,
won.
she's still on the whole. Yeah, I'm not down with Saudi Arabia thing. Even though CM Punk apologized, she apparently is. From what I heard, allegedly, somebody was like, "Yeah, she's not down with Saudi Arabia, so I'm not coming,"
Okay, hey,
which is fair.
I respect her, and which is totally fair. Um, but yeah, now on to this Drew McIntyre and Sami Zayn match. We both, if y'all been watching, y'all already know how we feel and who we wanted to win. And we both said the only reason why, if Sami was to win, it was only going to be because he's in Saudi Arabia and he's one of them.
And I promise you, I
So
was
that was
ready
the
to
only
call. I would promise you, I was ready to call that man Sammy Mahal if he had won that title.
man.
But
I
he
was
didn't.
ready. I
I
was
was
ready with my
surprised.
camera. Man, I was ready with my camera. I was getting ready to do a rant right then and there. But then, because when he hit him with the first Claymore, I was getting mad, right? Because I'm like, Drew, hurry up and pin him. You want to do all this? I'm like, oh my God, he finna lose. And then we hit with the second Claymore, and the way he pinned, I'm like, Sammy finna roll him back, get the 1, 2, 3, all of that bull crap. But he did it. And I'm like, that was perfect. That was perfect. I'm not mad at it. It was a decent match. Sammy did go out there and he tried his best, but Drew had to let him know, and Drew didn't hold back. Drew didn't, he was so ruthless in that match. Like, he wanted Sammy that second Claymore. He's like, look at me. Because this is the last thing you finna see for you to understand.
And
You're
honestly,
not beating me.
it
But to be
still
honest, it's
makes
kind of
Sammy
embarrassing.
look strong because he had to hit him with 2 claymores as opposed to 1.
It makes Sammy look strong, yes. Sammy has never lost in Saudi Arabia, so that's like, okay, wow. Um, but at the same time, it also makes Sammy look weak. Like, you already, it's not like, oh, he's beating me 3 times. Like The Rock and Stone Cold. The Rock never beat Stone Cold. They fought for a final third time, and The Rock finally beat him. Okay, it was 2 times I couldn't beat him, but I beat him a third time. Drew McIntyre beat Sami Zayn 11 times. I wouldn't even try. That makes no sense. 11. Why would you even so number 12 is gonna be the magic number, huh? They say 3 is the magic number,
Hey,
but number
look.
12?
Hey, look.
You thought you was gonna win?
You don't ever give up because at some point you might actually win. I
Well,
said what I
guess what,
said.
Sami Zayn? Last night was not that day.
That's true.
Okay? You
That's true.
lost. 12-0. Drew is that mountain that you just can't climb. And to be honest, this is that mountain that you just can't climb. It's not in the cards for you, bro. And that's okay. Not everybody is meant to be WWE champion. That's fine. You can be one of the top mid carders. And saying that you're a mid carder means nothing because you ain't bottom of the totem pole. Everybody know who you are. You are a fan favorite. You have been in the main event. You have main evented with top people. You were in the bloodline with Roman Reigns under his wing. You are a no. Everyone knows who you are. But to me, make a mark. You made a mark in the tag team division. Cool. Make a mark in that division that you have the Intercontinental Championship and United States Championship because you held the IC title a few times, but hold it for a long reign, like Gunther did. 666 days. Hold it for a long time. That you just become dominant and that title becomes synonymous with you. When you hold certain belts up and you say, who do you think about when you hear this title? You see this title. When you see that title, you see the undisputed. When you hear that, you think Roman Reigns. He's the one that made it. That. When I see the old school winged WWF Championship, I think Stone Cold Steve Austin. When I see in the late 2000s the WWE Championship, I think Brock Lesnar. When I see the World Heavyweight Championship, the original, like from the WCW, I think Triple H. When you see the Intercontinental Championship, you either think Chris Jericho, I'm thinking Edge, and I'm thinking Randy Orton. I'm thinking like people that made that title synonymous with them. And if I'm going all the way back, I'm thinking Pat Patterson, who held it first. So it's like, make those titles like, damn, Sami Zayn took this title and did his thing. I feel like Ilya did his thing with the United States Championship, and I wish he held it longer.
Okay,
But
so you say all
I
this,
feel like
right?
he needs to.
You say all this, right? My thing is, if when I'm a wrestler, if somebody said what you just said about Sammy to me, I'd be pissed. Cause what you mean I can't be the world champion? I can.
No, why aren't you?
That's a good question.
Like I said, I'm not saying he doesn't have the potential to be it, but he keeps trying to jump the gun. You're not one of those guys. When I think about people that didn't have to go for those mid card championships, when I think about people like The Rock, when I think about Stone Cold Steve Austin, when I'm thinking about even though they've held it before. But at a certain time in their career, after holding it for maybe what, a handful of times, they only went for the big belt. They were only going for that. Roman Reigns, right now in his career, would not go for a United States or Intercontinental Championship. He just won't. Because I'm here. It's like with Sammy, make your mark right here to prove not only to yourself, but to them that are writing the scripts, that are sitting there and putting the matches together, that I need to be in that conversation. Like, nah, we need Sami Zayn. We need that because he killing it right here. He's bigger than this level right here. He's bigger than this title. He needs to be in the do that. We know you can put on a good match, but it's more than that. It takes more than that. We know you can sit there and cut a promo, but can you be bringing back and you just be so winded in his promos that it's like, pull back. Put that confidence. You don't have to yell at us to show your passion. We know you're passionate. Switch it up. And sometimes it's okay to switch it up. Roman Reigns talks at his own pace. He waits. He talks when he want to talk, as slow as he want to talk. Why? He's that confident that everybody is going to listen to what the hell he's saying. Everybody. Sammy needs that. And I feel like he doesn't have that confidence yet in himself. He has so much potential. When he's with the bloodline, you knowledge feeding into you. He has the potential, but I don't think he quite sees it yet. Sometimes he doubts himself. The same with Jey Uso. You literally had that's your bloodline. You have a bloodline full of people. And I really feel like it's there. But I think sometimes certain people and looking like that, but when I think about it, because I've been there before myself, that even though you can have a family history of people just doing great and you feel like you can have the potential to do it and you might even have it, sometimes it gets kind of scary. And it does. Like, I don't know if he just needs the right person pulling out of him or the right person training him, but he's
He
too
needs a move
comfortable.
set. He needs a move set. You can't do the same five moves. You're not John Cena. It's not going to work. You need a move
He's
set.
too comfortable.
You need a move. Yeah, that's what happens when you a tag team wrestler for years. You get too confident using minimal, and then they talking about he ain't up his stamina, keep up with his cardio, all that stuff. That might be true, but then besides your entrance, what are you on the mic? What are you? Because you still stuttering and stumbling off words. Jay don't got
Comfortable.
it. Jay doesn't have it,
No,
and
I thought,
I'm
and
so
I'm not
great.
gonna lie, I'm not gonna. At a point, he did. He had the momentum
The
to
momentum,
want
yes.
to get it, but he doesn't have it. He's lost it. To be completely honest, Oz, when he did that promo in the back, when he was talking about Roman and saying that Roman, maybe he shouldn't be pretty much in that conversation as more of a Roman thing. I honestly believe that was real. That wasn't a script. That's him talking, and that's how he feels. Like I really felt for him with that. So when he even got the tag titles back, it's like, okay, I got a title around me. Title, mean more money, and yeah, I'm Jey Uso. I'd made my mark already. Been in this game for like over 15 years. Cool, but he's not happy. And my thing is,
I
I
told
think
you
that's
that.
what Roman is trying to get at when he was on a Pat McAfee show yesterday, when he was saying that I pretty much let y'all have it for 2 years to do what y'all need to do to fill this spot, that spot, like, and I know he looking at it like, because it does take a lot on you when you're champion. Like, people think Roman's not here because he wasn't on SmackDown, he wasn't doing this. He's still working. Just because you don't see him on the show, he's still working for the company doing other things. It's stuff outside of WWE that they have to do, like as being the face of the company. So him relinquishing all of that, he goes on his vacation. Now he can rest and be with his family and do all of that. And then he comes back at SummerSlam months later. And it's like, okay, y'all got a new champion. I'm not really in the champion picture right now. I'm dealing with the bloodline stuff. But y'all still not filling this spot. the way it was when I was there, which is why y'all keep calling me. I need this and like all of that. Like, I totally understand why he had to win. And I totally understand why he's kind of like, I'm coming back to take what's mine because y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to do with it in the first damn place. Because even
Let's
with Jay,
real quick. Let's talk about the fact that he threw out. Not only did he throw out Jay after he did that dumb. I love that he slapped the shit out of him for that. That was beautiful. Then he got eliminated. He also threw out Jacob, which pissed me off. But regardless, I'm gonna let it slide because it's Roman.
every man for himself. Just because we family don't mean nothing. And that's the thing. Like,
I was rooting for Jacob over Roman.
first of
I'm
all,
sorry. That's what I was rooting for.
I know he's rooting for Jacob, and of course I'm rooting for Jacob too. I did want him to be in there a little longer. I mostly want to see him whoop Cody's ass. But as far as Jay go, Roman really showed Jay like you a bitch. In a way, sorry Jay, I do love you, but even after you did the whole again, he hits you. You were still helping Roman put people out after that. Didn't he just smack the shit out of you? And you sit here helping him toss people over there, and then you thought you was gonna toss Roman. You thought, but then he had to toss you. It's the fact that even after he smacked you, you still sitting there helping the man. That was wild to me. I would have been on his ass because they ran for himself. But then he telling you, come on, and you helping the man. Yeah, good, yeah. What? What? Bro, what? Get him out of here. Get him out. Thank you for getting him out. Get him out. He was pissing me off. Jay, you really been pissing me off lately. I be advocating for you, man. I really do. I be talking so much stuff, but I be advocating for you. Like, you really make me mad at this point. Like, it's getting irritated. Where's Jimmy? I know he's with Naomi. I know, and I really hope that everything's
Oh,
going
right.
okay with their
Right.
pregnancy.
I forgot that was the whole thing.
Yeah. But that's why, he wearing, like, Jimmy, the jersey, got Jimmy name on it. Cool. All right, twins. All right, I rock with that. But, Jimmy, come get your brother, man. Because I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to put it to you like this. Oh, and I really hope that's not the case. We've been seeing these documentaries probably about people that we grew up watching, the Jeff Hardys, the Kurt Angles and stuff like that. And they start revealing, hey, during these matches, like, I was out of it. I was so high, or I was so this, and blah, blah, blah. And I don't remember. What I'm
I don't
learning
think.
with Jay,
I don't think that. I don't think
huh?
it's that. I don't think it's that.
You don't think that man be drinking? Look at,
Not.
no, for real, for real. No, no, no. If you go back and you watched around the time when he was going for the IC title, he was going for the World Heavyweight title, and in his promos and stuff, he was talking a little bit more. He was putting more emotion. And then it was kind of like after he lost it and that whole thing and just going back, it was like the promos is getting shorter and shorter. And as you just saying, like it's like he's there, but it's kind of like a person that's just putting no air. It's just, oh yeah, and he's literally who you're just cutting the promo on the stairs and you're out, and you just saying something real quick for like a minute and a half, if that, and then folks let us one word yeet, and it's like that. But when I watched Saturday night's main event and they interviewed him and they was talking about how he was feeling about John Cena, it was kind of like he was all on Jackie or whatever, and he admitted and said, like he started cursing because he said he was talking about John Cena's shoes, and then he dropped the F-bomb. They didn't know, so they didn't have time to bleep it out. And he was like, I was like, I've been drinking. He said, oh, no cussing. She was like, yeah, she be smiling like, no, we ain't gonna do that. We still rolling, no cussing, blah, blah, whatever. And I'm like, Jay, you cool? Because it's not the first time that we've seen that with him. Like when it happened with him and Cody, when they won, they both were, so it was funny. But lately, like in his promos and stuff, I'm starting to peep that. I'm starting to peep that with him. The difference between him and Jimmy. Like, I don't know. I hope that everything is going all right with him. I know that Jay is a person that does put a lot of pressure on himself sometimes, and I think him being at the mountaintop and tasting being at the mountaintop, and then now you're not there anymore, is kind of like, dang man, how do I, natural for you to sometimes get down on yourself about it, like why I'm back in the tag division, like yeah, I'm with my brother, but now we tag team. My brother is finna start a family, and even though we tag team champions, I'm here by myself. Like I don't know, I don't know. And then again, I don't know what's going on between him and Miss Parker. Like if they're, it's a lot. It could be a lot. And I've been noticing because I follow all of them on social media, like just a lot of the stuff that he's just been posting, just been like scriptures, but he keeps always referring to someone like she if he when he posts certain stuff. So I don't know. I'm praying for you, Jane. I hope that everything is everything, and that you just keep pushing forward and like just believe in yourself and believe that you actually deserve to be there because you do. Like I think with certain people, when you do something for so long, it just may not seem like fun anymore. I witnessed that with Derrick Rose. After a while, when he said that basketball wasn't fun anymore, so it can take a lot out of you. It can take a lot out of you. But I hope everything's all right with him.
Well, feel like we talked about everything we needed to talk about. Uh,
For one, somebody did make their wonderful debut at the Royal Rumble, and that was Obafemi, baby.
wait,
I did
wait,
not see
wait.
him get it out.
There was two. There was two, even though you don't know him.
Wait, wait, wait. Yeah, I know. I see who it was. I see who that was
All
because when he
right, you
came out, I
did.
said, "Hey, what are you AEW?" I seen him fighting, and he had a whole other name. I said that ain't his name, and then they said originally known as, and I'm like, "Bro, well, all right, okay." I didn't see
And,
that
and and it
coming.
was literally like a week or two ago that he was on that, and you was like, did he just drop him on Cinder Block? Yeah.
Thank you. That's why I was so confused. I'm like, bro, no, he did.
Hey,
No,
but
he did.
they figured out how this whole contract stuff works so that people can actually go and work now because he was there 2 weeks ago. Now he's in the Royal Rumble. Tommaso literally just left a couple of weeks ago, and now he's the
Literally.
champion. So I'm glad they figured all this out because
Yeah.
that rule was so dumb for the longest time. Hey, if you're under our promotion and then you leave and we release you, you can't wrestle in any other promotion for 90 days. Now, granted, they did pay them for those 90 days, but I can't go and do what I like doing for my job because I have clout off of this place. Why? Because I'm still gonna have the clout
I
even
under
after 90 days.
I understand it from a business standpoint as far as being a non-compete clause. That's been going on since Vince and going head to head with WCW. Like I understand all of that because, like you said, if you're building so much clout over here at this company and you're choosing, to leave, even if we let you go, but like because of not that you're not good or anything like that, but if you're like this huge star and you leave with this knowledge because you're going to be a different character when you go over there. This is the character that you built here in WWE, which is why they can't even use their same names,
Some of them.
and go over. So it's like that has to die out or die down, I guess, or whatever, and you kind of reinvent yourself when you go. I get it to a certain extent, um, but from a point of like you said, like okay, yeah, you pay me, but this is what I love doing. This is my job. I mean, yeah, you get paid. Enjoy. Have a nice vacation. In a way, I guess it can help you. Kind of gives you 90 days to reinvent yourself at another company if you are entertaining other options to go somewhere else. Like, okay, how am I gonna bring my way into this company? Tommaso didn't his real name, so I'm assuming, yeah. So yeah, he worked out great for him.
And AJ is using AJ Styles, he's used AJ Styles everywhere. So and they apparently he just re-trademarked it, so he's definitely going to TNA. Which I called. Again, I called it. I literally said all of this. I said AJ is going to retire and then he's going to go to have a run at TNA. He's going to win the title. He's going to win the title and then he's going to drop it to Leon Slater. I am saying this now on February 1st, 2026. That is exactly what's going to happen.
Well, all right.
Now, we can get back to OFW
I'm
being in this match because, man,
man who eliminates everybody to the point where you're just in the ring by yourself, and every time somebody comes, you just keep eliminating them. Who does that?
the
That
ruler.
was like, this man is monstrous, and he is a beast, a force to be reckoned with. And I'm not gonna lie, it really, really, truly pissed me off. For one, my boy came out, and I'm glad he did. Brock Lesnar, thank you. And first of all, we really didn't hit really on the Royal Rumble match itself. I don't see the thing. We were so caught up in the Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn stuff. Uh, Braun Breaker got attacked. He didn't even enter the match. He got attacked before he got in. Like, and then he got tossed in, and the almost tossed him right back out. Like, it was wild. It was wild. Okay, but I'm just going to say this. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's Seth," and I was like, yeah, but the way that Stomp was done, Seth usually jumps and hits the stomp. This was more of the other leg didn't even come up, it just got stomped down. Now, Paul Heyman did say a yell out, "That's Seth Rollins, that's Seth Rollins." Like, what? Okay. You did see little mouth part a little bit. But the other people were saying, what if it's Adam Pearce? I don't know. That was just a speculation, but it kind of like, it made a little sense in the way of Adam was trying to give them all that they wanted, right? I put you in the Rumble, and all the users is complying with everything. Like, I'm not screwing you guys. I'm not doing. That would be very interesting. That would be very interesting if that was. I don't want it to be set just yet.
I like that.
I want stuff to lead up to it, like the mind games, and I love this. I love this so bad because I still feel like Austin Theory was working with Seth Rollins, like, for sure. And someone said, what if it was Austin Theory and Logan Paul? Because everyone was saying, like, but I think the man was too short. I don't know, to be Logan Paul.
Yeah, because it was
Some
two
people were
different
saying they thought it
people.
was
It was
Logan.
two different people the first time. Like the first two times that this masked person or
That is true.
it was
That
two
is
different
true.
people.
That is true. Because I do believe one of the people was Montez Ford, and I'm gonna lie, I was looking at the bill. But
Where is he?
well, he's Bianca's out, so he's kind of out with her in a sense, in a way. I don't know.
He needs to be on his way to
Yeah.
AEW too.
Yeah. What?
Do you say what?
What?
You heard me. He needs to be on his way to AEW. You know they're not going to give him the title.
They will.
They will not. They're not going to give him United States. They're not going to give him the undisputed. They're not going to give him the world heavyweight. They're not going to give him the intercontinental. Take yourself elsewhere. I'm tired of them playing with you and Dawkins.
He go get a belt. Hopkins he go get a belt. But yeah, that was wild. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen tomorrow night with that whole thing, because I don't know who that was. Of course, we could say that it was Seth, but we don't really know because he was masked. And that just threw everything just off. Like, whoa! And he was my honorable mention pick. He got eliminated before it started. But Brock Lesnar came out there, and Paul Heyman seems to come out there with Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman did not come out there with Austin Theory, and nor did Paul Heyman come out there with Logan Paul. So what are we doing? What are we saying? What is this? Yeah, Paul. What is this? It's like y'all would think you'd be in the back with Braun Breaker because he got screwed over and figuring stuff out, but you came out with Brock Lesnar. Mm. Mm.
So something's going on
Okay.
there.
Something's going on there, and this ain't the last that we gonna see of Brock at all. Tush. I'm trying to remember who eliminated Brock. Was it Cody?
Yes, it was Cody and somebody.
Jay?
Yeah,
Or was it Cody and LA Knight? Was it Cody and Jay or
Cody
Cody
and
and
LA Knight. Cody and LA Knight. Cody and LA Knight.
uh-uh. Blew me. Blew me. Yes, because it was during Jay Uso's interest. Blew me. And then Jay just blew me the whole night doing all that extra. Why are you coming through the crowd in the Royal Rumble? Bring your ass down the ramp and get to the ring. He was just pissing me off. He was really just pissing me off. But I'm just glad that all the buffoonery and all of the extraness was put to bed when the tribal chief came out there. It's like the what do you call that? Not the aroma, the
Or
I'll just say the room temperature changed. No, it's his aura. But it was just like the vibes just changed. Like the room, everything just shifted when he came into the arena. Like that was just it. Like he's just Roman is something different. Roman is something different. I'm so glad that he got Gunther up out of there. Cause who do you think you are? And you know we finna get a promo about Gunther, blah 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 blah. I killed AJ's career. I retired him. No, you did not. Shut up. I'm sick of it. But AJ Styles, I don't know, man. He was like throwing me for a loop. Like you put the gloves on, but you didn't want to put them down. You put them back on. It was like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like I really have to fight back the tears because I'm like, bro, I know we gonna see you over here, but at the same time, damn it, AJ, that hurt. Especially for a lot of people, once again, that didn't even consider he's going to TNA. Especially people that don't either watch it, or just even thinking like, man, he just going no. But this is a weird way to. It's a weird way for them. A weird way for them to see how he left. But my thing is, he debuted at the Royal Rumble. And this is where he's leaving it all at the Royal Rumble. And quiet is kept. We were so focused on John Cena's retirement tour that we didn't even realize that we were getting the AJ Styles retirement tour at the same damn time. AJ became a tag team champion. He had match with John Cena that was electric. Like we were like, damn, John I put on a hell of a match and focusing on Cena instead of focusing on them both. Like, and so did AJ. AJ fought a lot of different competitors in 2025. He gave us a lot. He gave us a lot. So they both, without even saying it, had a retirement tour. AJ saying his farewells in Japan at that time, he knew what he was doing. So once again, thank you, AJ, for everything. Can't wait to see you on the other side. It just sucks that I won't hear that or see that in the WWE. And to be completely honest, they need to go on and put my man's in the Hall of Fame. And why haven't we been here? I'll make a video about that later. I'll make a video about that later because we ain't been hearing about nobody else being inducted into the Hall of Fame except for Stephanie McMahon. Like, ain't nobody else. Is John Cena gonna be put in? AJ Styles something like what the
hold on, but don't they
y'all
start?
usually announce so many over the months. Y'all ain't saying nothing since like
Don't they say they
last
normally
year.
start around Elimination Chamber and then they go towards WrestleMania? I'll give them a little bit more time before we start needing to actually be questioned.
They usually have at least one more person though. It's been since like no like October, November when she got announced. Y'all ain't announced nobody yet. Like since then, like come on, man.
Well,
Come on now.
John has to
Somebody
be in
else. John has to be in there, but it would make sense if they did it now. Then start showing up people, or at least y'all. I know y'all contacting the people that y'all finna put in there. Like, stop playing. Give us something. But
I
yeah,
could, I could
I'll
low key,
give.
I
I'll
could low
give
key
the
see them
Royal
doing it
Rumble.
tomorrow.
Huh?
I said I could see them doing it tomorrow. Just because you said
Hopefully,
that,
I
I could
really
see them
hope so.
doing it tomorrow.
I hope so. I give the whole show overall. I give it an A-. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like I thoroughly did enjoy it. I really did enjoy the show. I'm not mad at it. At first, I was like, "Oh my god, they had no women's matches." I feel like the women's Royal Rumble was pretty good. It was. I feel like the people that need to be showcased got showcased. Um, The rookies put on a great show. The men's Royal Rumble was great. Um, and I'm not mad at the matches. I'm not mad at the two matches because the match between Gunther and AJ, that was amazing. And that was a nice way to end it. Like AJ was not giving up. He was getting out of that. He held his own. He held his own. That was beautiful in the end. Even the referee, because him and AJ are really good friends. You see, he was crying. He had to turn his head when he had to ring the bell because he knew that was it. But the Drew McIntyre match was amazing. Him and Sammy. It was a great night. I'm not mad at it at all because I want to say every single superstar, they did their thing in the ring last night. They put it all out there. No matter how long it was in that Royal Rumble match, everybody really put on a show and they gave they all in the matches. And is that these people are really putting their bodies on the line like that. That's why I enjoy seeing the Royal Rumble because it shows everybody. It shows everybody what everyone could do, different stuff showcasing Soul Ruka. Like, man, like I just gotta keep talking about her. Like, damn. She was like Naomi last night. Like, y'all ain't put me out. She get right back in that ring. Great. Great show. And I'm
I
looking forward to the Elimination Chamber in a few weeks. I still gotta order my CM Punk shirt because I need to get my whole look together, nails and all. Because Punk coming to support.
would give a solid A minus. Um, no, I'm gonna go ahead. I can give it a solid A plus because there's nothing that I didn't like. Everything
Yeah,
happened the way I would have wanted it to happen.
I'll
Including
give it an
AJ.
A plus. Okay.
Even AJ retiring, I definitely would go ahead and give that my blessing because I wanted him out so he can go and do what he's going to do in TNA because I know that's exactly what he's going to do. Yeah.
It was just I the only thing was, and I think that this is one of the things that I could say, well, Triple H did he was honest about that. AJ decided. It's not like they didn't want him or they said, no, that's not what AJ did. Because Triple H said that during the course of AJ saying that he was going to retire and 2026 be his last year, he gave him a list of people that he wanted to fight. And they were supposed to be building on that, but it was AJ's decision, to end it at the Royal Rumble. Um, I like the fact that he the same with John Cena. Like you let them be involved. It's your retirement. It's your retirement thing. And it's kind of, I don't know, man. It's still kind of bittersweet. If I had it my way, he would we'll get 2 more years. And I want him to have one last full year with WWE and a full year at TNA, to be completely honest. And I would love to see it for him to build and leave WWE as the champion, at least become a champion one more time. And then go over to TNA and get the title again one more time. Like in a perfect world, that's how I want to see AJ Styles. Because like we said before, it's Shawn Michaels and then it's AJ Styles. And he's just one of the ones that I think that could still produce and give 2 full years. I honestly believe that in my heart. Like this dude still got it to give that. But like he said, he wants to go out on top at his very best. And what better place to do it? And to be honest, that is so fucking beautiful and poetic of him to do that. And and I had to understand it. I had to really sit with myself understanding because what I told Oz was him going back to TNA would be going backwards. Not thinking of the fact that, and Oz mentioned this to me, he became AJ Styles in TNA. He came over to WWE. He was already established as AJ Styles, which is why when that music hit, you see phenomenal. The crowd went nuts at the Royal Rumble. They knew him. Everybody knew him. So that's the place that made him. That's the house that he built. That's what made him AJ Styles. That's home to him. WWE was a dream. I think that's anybody wrestler's dream to get to that stage in your wrestling career to make it there. And it's great. He did that for like 11 years. Well, now it's time to go back home. And AJ, I wholeheartedly respect that. I cannot wait to see what he's going to do in TNA. I cannot wait to see his journey when he gets the title. He's definitely going to put that place up there. Him being there, he gonna put all eyes on TNA, and they deserve it. And then I'm excited for this year in wrestling. I'm excited for this year in wrestling for sure.
Well, with that being the case, I have been Oz the Alchemist.
And it's your girl over love.
Follow us on all the things: Instagram, TikTok, Threads, other places, YouTube, uh,
YouTube, subscribe,
all of that.
acknowledge us, all
Acknowledge
that
us. And we will
for
see
sure.
y'all later.